It's time for This Week in Democratic Politics, Revocable Edition. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Let's get started. Don't have much time. I really am on a time limit. Lectern gate's heating up. Oh, Sarah Huckabee Sands. I need to make a video about this, y'all, because it's really convoluted. She's probably committed multiple felonies and funneled money to a friend. The same friend that did the January 6th, what do you call it, rally. The person who helped, one of the four, in fact, that helped run that thing and get it all set up for her. Lectern gate. I tell you what, Mike Johnson, bizarrely, doesn't have a single bank account. Doesn't seem to have any assets at all. In fact, it turns out he's barely on paper. Is it because he was generated? Or did they somehow get old Republican congressmen? They're just the worst of the worst. Some of Geenrich's boys and some of the guys that held up Nixon for so long. Got him together, like took the body parts and constructed the perfect specimen. It's just a guess. I guess we'll see. I tell you what, man, going crazy in the New York trial. $1.5 billion apparently Mar-a-Lago's worth.
A house that's very valuable, and they try and make it like I'm increasing values. And honestly, it's a very conservative number, but they valued a house that's worth 100 times more than the number they use. Let's say 50 to 100. They valued it at $18 million, and people say it's worth anywhere from 50 to 100 and maybe even that more.
He's been given this information. It's now been proven to be false, such as Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, being worth $18 million when in fact it's much closer to $1.5 billion.
You're saying your low-rent SeaWorld ripoff, a chintzy roadside motel that looks like the kind of thing state health inspectors would shut down because they found feces on the slip and slide, is worth as much as the Burj Khalifa. I
tell you what, Mar-a-Lago must have one hell of a basement. Maybe he's talking about all the top secret documents that he has, because if you add all that up, that might be worth some real money. And that's not the only lie that was told this week in court. Because the boys are having to testify. Oh, the boys. Let's bring in the boys. Stay away from my children, Donald Trump said in a tweet, or whatever the fuck you call them now. As if they're like 6-year-olds. But, you know, what would you expect? DJ TJ, he relied on accountants. He relied on accountants too. You know what? Wait for it. Accounting. What a fucking douchebag. He actually said that. The guy gave the numbers to the accountants. And then claims that he relied on them. Oh, did I sign that paper? Ridiculous. I love it. Like the very best defense is.
Whoa! Those aren't for public consumption.
Now, Eric, he went another route. He said emphatically, I had nothing to do with those statements of financial condition. And then she asked him, well, is it true that you did actually, have some involvement? No, by God, I sure did not. I had no involvement in the statement of financial condition. Right. Kind of got pissed off, I hear. So then she said, well, here's an email to you in 2013 about needing some information for the statement of financial condition? Oh, I guess I did. See, they should have just kept him licking envelopes. He was so much better at that than this, adulting.
I achieved my position in the organization because I can make a calculator spell boobs.
Oh shit. Oh, fuck. I really don't have time. Okay. Ivanka's trying to get out of her testimony. It's in court right now. I wonder what she knows. Why wouldn't she want to testify? All you gotta do is tell the truth, girl. But she's fighting in court right now to make sure that she doesn't have to testify. Great news. Texas Rangers World Series. I've been a Texas Ranger fan forever, and it's been hard. Okay, so damn right. Thank God it won't get revoked like the one that the Astros should have had revoked. But this one was legitimate. We kicked their ass. Go Texas. Oh, speaking of revoked. Oh my gosh. Eastman fixing to lose his license. That's about to be revoked. Looks like a A judge has already ruled that, yes, he did those things and he's culpable and he should no longer be a lawyer. So it's just days away before that happens. Good news there. That's good for Democrats everywhere. Speaking of things revoked, turns out if you are one of those guys that like constantly holds your phone, ooh, someone's calling me. You know, don't worry, but you might be losing 20% of your sperm count. I've noticed no change. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, right. Not revoked. George Santos. My God, they had a chance to kick him out and they did not. And I want to just say to everybody who made the decision, thank you. That's really going to help us out in some districts that are going to need some really funny commercials. And this guy is going to make great commercials. In regard to things being revoked or not revoked, who knows what will happen. The funniest thing this week, of course, we've all heard about this amazing trust that Donald Trump put everything in for the kids. You know, you guys are set up. You'll be taken care of at the end. Don't worry, your daddy has put an egg, a nest egg, if you will, in a trust that will be there for you in those tough times. We'll all be taken care of because I'm a good father. I would imagine Trump saying, I'm a good father. More like that. But did you see the name of the trust for his kids? Hand to God, it's called the Trump Revocable Trust. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Y'all take it
There
easy.
is no way Trump plans on leaving his children with anything other than a giant stack of unpaid bills. If he has any money left when he dies, he's going to be entombed with it like a pharaoh. Trump is facing 4 separate criminal cases, and on top of that, a civil fraud case that could topple his business and destroy his personal mythology. He spent decades claiming he's a billionaire, but as this trial has proven, his net worth is much closer to
bowling alley.
Be no funds
into poverty.